Welcome back. This video is brought to you guys by Switchbot, and we're taking a look at the really awesome color bulb along with two other devices that make this particular device get used to its full advantage. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, the other two devices is the Switchbot Remote. We've looked at it in the past, but it's really awesome with this particular device, and I'll show you guys why. Last but not least, there's another new release, which is the Switchbot Tag, and this is really cool. If you guys have used Apple Pay in the past, it uses similar Nfc technology to basically shoot a little signal into your iPhone saying, hey, do something. And of course, if you place one of these on a wall or a table or something of those sorts, it can go ahead and complete an action. For example, turn on a light, or turn off a light, or maybe turn on this color bulb. So let's start with the color bulb. What exactly are we capable of doing here? First of all, their Black Friday deals are insane, so definitely go ahead and check all of those out. We're taking a look at like almost up to 50% off on some of these devices, which is just absolutely insane. So what exactly are we capable of doing here? So the device itself is just a typical light bulb. You go and plug and play and just place it onto your whichever lamp you're feeling. It could be anywhere inside. And after that, you can jump into the application and it should just pop up. It's going to ask you to turn it on and off once, and it's just going to boom. Once again, easy Switchbot ecosystem. It'll just show up through Bluetooth and you're set to go. Next off, we are able to control everything. So you can do the basics. You can go ahead and choose from a basic few colors, or you can go ahead and mess with the entire spectrum of colors, depending on what you're feeling. You can go ahead and mess with the brightness as well, which is really awesome. Also love the fact that you can check your energy usage on this particular light. So, you know, a lot of companies will be like, yeah, this uses this much electricity per year. No, they're showing you that this like is very energy efficient. You can also go and set a really nice timer as well. So if you want to go ahead and have this shut off at a certain time, you're set in that regard. You can also make it so this is runs on a schedule. So if you know you're going to come home at 5 p.m. every single day after dealing with traffic, then of course you can go ahead and make it Monday through Friday and set up the schedule so the light in the house always turns on at 5 and you are set to go. Or maybe you know that sunset's at 5 and you don't want anyone coming to your house who shouldn't be there, and this will just scare them off. You never know. It's just a really good system. My favorite thing is we are able to go and use a variety of options here. For example, we can use the Nfc tag to turn this on and off, or we can go and use the remote controller to just turn it on, turn it off, or toggle between both. How interesting is that? So in that regard, we'll jump to the remote next. So I paired the remote and I made it so the top button turns on this light and the bottom button turns it off. Now, doing this inside of the application is very seamless. We're able to go ahead and simply jump into any of these actually. Like I have the curtains and all that. I can mess with the remote and have the curtains open with this remote. But right now what I'm going to do is I am going to use this to turn on the light and turn off the light. Everything just shows up, pairs easily, and that's what makes the Switchbot ecosystem so spectacular. Everything just kind of works, you know. You don't have to worry about anything. Every single thing just magically pairs and you're set to go. And just like that, this remote is capable of turning on and off this light, which is actually great because when I come to the house, it is actually really dark, and this remote has a pretty solid amount of range, so we can actually go ahead and place this even in another room. Maybe let's say you have to walk through a big living room before you get to the smaller living room. Well, you can actually place it over there near the main door, and now all of a sudden your house gets lit up as soon as you press one button. The really nice thing is you're able to control a lamp using this button, and you don't really have to go all the way to the lamp, tripping over everything trying to turn it on. How awesome is that? Now, if you want to take things to the next level, we do have these really cool Nfc tags. This is where things get really cool. This is technology I haven't really seen other companies take full advantage of yet, but basically Nfc technology is amazing. It allows tap and play basically. So if you tap your phone against any of these, you are able to complete a particular action. For example, I set it up here, so with this particular light bulb, I am able to go and jump into all of the settings and it will turn it on and off. So I went and toggled it. As soon as I place my phone near this thing that's on the wall, all of a sudden it's going to turn on the light, and if I place my phone there again, it's going to turn off the light. It's also going to give me a quick little notification that's going to allow me to jump straight into the application itself and of course control the color, the brightness, the Kelvin temperatures. Now, speaking of which, I did want to mention something about color temperatures. You see, this thing has a very wide brightness range and a very wide Kelvin range, so you are actually able to go and set the tone of your room to be very bright, or you can set the tone of your room to be very, very dark, depending on what you're feeling. And you can also go all the way from the yellowest yellows to the whitest whites. So if you need to focus, maybe you want to go for a whiter white. And if you want to calm down a little bit and relax, maybe you want to go for a yellow, which is really, really awesome. Now, all in all, the SwitchBot ecosystem is just spectacular. It just keeps growing. There's tons of products. We're talking everything from what started with, like just typical simple things like a curtain opener is now this massive network that, you can check your cameras in here. You can go and have an NFC tag open, set up so that it will open your camera directly to whichever one you need. It's just, they're just taking things to such an amazing level. I can't even think of another company that is working on smart home products with such seamless UX and of course overall design. I think they have a lot of potential, and I think you guys would love their products because, as I said before in a lot of other videos, SwitchBot makes those products that I actually keep. I get hundreds of tech products every single year, and majority of them, I kind of don't really use or give away, or they're just kind of sitting there. SwitchBot is my day-to-day. Every single day I use the camera. Every single day this light bulb is being used, and the motion sensors, and the whole house is on this ecosystem, and it's really, really great. So go ahead and check it out. Their Black Friday deals are wild, and part of what makes SwitchBot special is their prices are not ridiculous. Like a lot of other smart home products are really insanely priced. Not the case here. They're all reasonable for anyone to be able to get. So thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. This is going to be me logging off.